Here's the specimen up for dissection. It's a late 60s, early 70s front beam. Pretty good shape, just needs to be completely stripped. And then it's gonna be cut in half there. Got it set up on this weird wheelbarrow I bought for when I did some yard work a while back. Tools in there. I've already gone and removed cotter pins from a few of the key tassel nuts, and I'm just gonna strip the whole thing down. I'll put you guys up in the stand and we'll see how this goes. Keeping everything, not the shocks, but keeping every major piece of hardware, including nuts and all that, just to see what I need in case I need something else for the next run through. The inner sleeve is welded on there. You see when this moves, the inner sleeve isn't moving at all. So I'm gonna have to get medieval, I think. Just used a grinder, cut the stem off of this. So okay. So take that one off, move the whole thing, Gotta get the sway bars off. Those are a pain in the butt. I might just cut that sucker off too. Flipped it over, sway bar removed. I did not show how to do that. I've already shown you that in another video, and this is how I did it this time. Cut off wheel, made it nice and quick, but obviously not how you're supposed to do it. But it gets me easy access to these for the control arms, and now I can use the gun on them. So life should be a little bit easier now. Here's hoping. Okay, so now what I got to do is Allen wrench in that hole and that hole. That is the set screw that goes into the spring plates. That, you know, torsion bar, basically, the plates that go through the axle. And that's what I'm trying to get down to. Once I get down to that, then this thing just needs to be cleaned up, cut in half, and go from there. So those two, the other two, see how it goes. First try, 8mm Allen wrench and a hammer. There we go. Well, that worked. Pretty much. Do the other side real quick. BFH. Well, you guys know I don't do much in the way of unboxing, but this is from Air Cooled. Bought this years ago. I've never even looked at them. Literally just cut open the box. Okay, so adjusting. Tubes go in there. You can then use this to rotate this part inside, and that's where, if you can see down in there, that's where the torsion blades or springs go, and it allows you to rotate this thing, and you can drop or raise the front end as desired. You also then, because you are cutting to splice this in, you can cut out either this exact amount, in which case your beam is the same width, or if I cut 2 inches off the beam and pull it in 2 inches in addition to whatever I have to cut out here. Here, let's make this a little bit more visually interesting. It goes in there. with the goal of either cutting out that amount or I cut out an additional 2 inches, and I'll have to cut these brackets off here and here, shrink the tube in the middle, and then re-weld these on at this spacing, because this is how it bolts to the front of the frame. For those of you that don't know, so the front, you know, the front boot trunk area, right below the front end, this bolts in to basically a bulkhead. 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there to hold it in place. So these have to go back in the same spot, shrink the tube up, weld it in. It's gonna be a lot of welding. I'm hoping my welder's got the power for it. If not, I'm gonna spot weld it in place and then take it to a welding shop and let them finish it up. So up next is cleaning, and that should work. For those of you that are longtime viewers, usually I upload videos that show a complete stage of a project done. I am not doing it this time. I would like a little bit of feedback, some guidance. Perhaps some of you have done this before, or you've got a buddy who's done it and you got some ideas. If you are familiar with this kind of project and you've got either a video link or a website that you want to let me know about, hit me up in the comments. That'd be great. You also can just directly email me at schoolst.garage@gmail.com. I'll be happy to get any information you guys can give me that will make this project a little bit easier. So this video is just stripping it down. Next one's going to be cleaning. Next one's going to be cleaning and bracket removal, things like that. I'll probably get to that later this week. And then start mocking up and welding it back together. I've got plans on how to cut down the leaf springs, or not the leaf springs, the torsion springs and all that. And then hopefully I can get those tires tucked in a little bit nicer. All right, take care.